Hey everybody, welcome to WCA Extra. Starting a few minutes late this morning, just a few technical difficulties on our side. We're coming off of a big weekend weather-wise, but now we're jumping right into a little bit of politics as the primary comes up. And what better person to talk about that than our Calvin Cutler. And Calvin, kind of just jumping right into it. Primaries, this week, tomorrow. What are some things people need to know when they head to the polls, and they're what do they need to know as far as filling out who they want to vote for?
I mean, tomorrow's a pretty significant day in terms of Vermont's electoral calendar and the importance of, determining who will be on the November ballot, right? So the primary election is essentially, it's like the semifinals in terms of selecting candidates for each party to be nominated on the November ballot. So the primary election is run entirely by the three major parties: Democrats, Progressives, and Republicans. And because of that, you will go into the voting booth tomorrow at your local polling place, wherever that may be, and you are allowed to pull one of three ballots, a Democratic, Progressive, or a Republican ballot. And you then have to vote, based off of those candidates. There are a number of contested primaries for statewide office, some House seats, also for Senate seats as well. But really, tomorrow is a function of just determining who will be on the ballot. So far, according to the Vermont Secretary of State's office, there's already been a little over 16,000 people that have voted early or absentee as well. And unlike in past years for the primary elections, they are not sending out universal mail-out ballots. In the November election, they will, but so you'll have to go vote in person at your polling place tomorrow. The polls open at 7 and they close at 7 as well. We should have a pretty good idea before the night is over of who will emerge victorious in some of these contested primaries. But that's really kind of the biggest sort of mechanics of what's happening tomorrow. Is you'll get to pull one of three ballots, yeah. And it really is, as I said, the semifinals in terms of selecting who makes it to November.
Yeah, absolutely. And Calvin, just kind of touch on that as well. What are some races to watch? Some contested ones, some big ones as we head into tomorrow.
Yeah, certainly. I think, two of the big ones to watch for statewide offices are both the Democratic and the Republican races for lieutenant governor. On the Republican side, you have John Rogers, a former state legislator, a farmer, grew up in the Northeast Kingdom, a former Democrat, actually. He's running in the Republican primary against Gregory Thayer, who is a accountant from Rutland, describes himself as a conservative, constitutional, Republican, who's really aligned more so with, the values and interests of former President Trump and many in the Republican Party. And that's, I think, a really interesting race to watch. A lot of political observers have said that that is one of those races that will show us the contours, if you will, of the Republican Party and sort of what direction they're going in Vermont. The other one to watch, of course, is lieutenant governors for the Democratic ticket as well. You've got Thomas Renner, who has worked for UVM. He has or UVM Medical Center, that is, has worked for Senator Patrick Leahy and Becca Ballant. He is running against incumbent David Zuckerman, who is a known entity in Vermont politics. And certainly, Renner is seen as the more moderate pick between the two. Zuckerman, of course, being a progressive Democrat who runs in the Democratic primary, and also gets the nomination from the Progressive Party as well. So that's going to be one of the interesting races to watch. And as well, there's a contested primary for the Democratic nomination for governor. Governor Phil Scott, running as a Republican, does not have any primary challengers, but Peter Duval and Esther Charleston are both competing to see whether they'll face off against Scott in November. And I think the other one there's a number of some of these more contested races down ballot, but there's a number of state house seats and state senate seats which are also contested too. Certainly, there's really big turnover in the Senate this year. There's 6 seats that are open. A number of state lawmakers have either stepped back or have died this past year, and so there's opportunity potentially for more fresh faces and for more turnover in the state Senate. So those are going to be some really interesting races to watch.
Yeah, absolutely, Calvin. And again, just kind of going on the first part, I think a lot of people appreciate, for people who may be confused in the voting booths, of just how that process works. So I think that even in itself is great tips. And I know that you have quite the busy day today and throughout the week as well. So I won't keep you too long. And I know this week you have this, and then coming up DNC. So it's a high time to be Calvin Cutler this week in the following. So let you go for that. And again, you have a much more work than I probably do today. So I'll let you go and have a good morning as well. But thanks again, Calvin Cutler, for stopping by and again just shedding some light on what we can expect for tomorrow. Awesome.
You bet. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate it.
Have a good one. Again, that was our Calvin Cutler, just talking about ahead of what a lot of people can expect for the primary, as a lot of people start headed out to the polls today, or this week, not today. With that in mind, we're coming off of a pretty weather-heavy past few days. A lot of the state was bracing for some storm coverage, and thankfully not as bad as we had hoped, or we had expected earlier last week, and now we fared pretty hopeful. That being said, just on a more of a lighter note, before me and Peter jump into some weather coverage for this week, try to pull this up here really quick. You're taking a look. Where is that, Peter?
That's Rutland.
Rutland? All right, take a look at Rutland now. But before we do so, we just want to really quickly talk about some incredible sights from this morning. Alyssa actually beat Peter and I to the punch this morning. She was able to get outside and see some of the northern lights. Something Peter and I are a little green with envy of. Probably even that shade of green, for being honest, because you and I both missed them. And
I saw a little something, but
yeah, I saw nothing, nothing at all. So must be nice. If anybody has any pictures, by the way, from this morning, this incredible view, please send it our way. Our photo share on our website.
Absolutely. We'd love to see them. Yeah, it was a pretty cool sight out there this morning. Fortunately, we saw the clouds kind of break apart a little bit last night, so a lot of people were kind of able to see them here and there through the course of the night last night. Just want to give you some context. The last night's storm, solar storm, was a KP7.
Okay.
Back in May, when we really saw that Northern Lights show, that was a KP9. So a little bit weaker, not quite the same vibrancy that we saw back in May.
So we missed the weaker one. So I guess all things considered, it's fine. But we still missed it.
Yeah, we still missed it. But you know what? It was definitely a cool sight for a lot of people to see last night. Also, this past weekend, we had the meteor shower activity as well. So kind of a whole lot of astronomical events, if you will, over the past several days. We'll talk about a little bit closer to the surface, though, now. How about a few rain showers out there right now on satellite radar, especially down across central and southern portions of our region, kind of moving out of New York's North Country into places like Middlebury, maybe seeing a few light rain showers, but that's about it here as we kick things off on this Monday morning. A little bit of sunshine the further south look. Otherwise, though, a lot of us dealing with a mixture of sunshine and clouds out there. You can see from Burlington, Newport, Rutland to Linden, a good amount of gray cloud cover, but also a few breaks and some brightening in the skies here and there as well. Temperatures out there in the 50s and 60s. Down to 59 right now in Saranac Lake, 62 for Montpelier, 60 St. Jay, 67 Springfield and Lebanon. Also got 64 down towards Brattleboro. So not a bad start to our Monday morning out there. So we head through the rest of the day today. Again, we'll generally call it a mixture of sunshine and clouds out there. The chance at a few passing rain showers here and there, especially as we head through the afternoon and evening hours today. Tonight, skies begin to clear, actually, and that'll set us up for a rather nice Tuesday on tap. A good amount of sunshine here as we head through the course of your day tomorrow. And temperatures here for the day, we're going to be talking upper 60s and lower 70s here for the day today. Temperatures begin to rebound just a little bit here as we head towards each and every day, basically back into the upper 70s and 80s for your day tomorrow, and then back into the low and mid 80s here as we head towards the end of the week and into the upcoming weekend. Dew points really not too bad out there. We're talking dew points in the 50s here for the day today and tomorrow. They do begin to rebound just a bit as we head towards the end of the week and into the weekend. Dew points back into the upper 50s and lower 60s. That's when they become a bit more noticeable, but they're really not going to be humid by any means, so really not looking too bad here as we head through the next several days. Your forecast for the rest of the day today. Again, most of us upper 60s and lower 70s out there. Partly sunny skies overhead. Again, the chance of a few scattered showers here as we head through the afternoon hours tonight. Overnight lows, they fall back into the upper 40s and 50s as those skies begin to clear. Another great night to open up those windows and let in some of that fresh, cool air. We head into your day on Tuesday. We start off with clear skies and we talk plenty of sunshine here through the course of your day tomorrow. Most of us in the mid to upper 70s and maybe even a few lower 80s, especially in the Champlain Valley as we head towards tomorrow afternoon. There is the outside chance it may be a passing rain shower or two, but most of us should stay primarily dry here as we head through your day tomorrow. Now look at that 7-day forecast. Plenty of sunshine for the day on Wednesday. Better chance at a few showers and thunderstorms here as we head towards Thursday, but again, not looking all that bad. We'll head into your day on Friday. Plenty of sunshine out there. Chance at a few showers here and there each day for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, but again, also probably the chance at a little bit of sunshine here and there as well. So all things considered, as we head through the next 7 days, the good news is we are looking pretty calm, pretty quiet, so some well-deserved quiet and calm weather here for most of us.
Yeah, it's definitely a far shot from just straight sunny 7 days, but I think at this point, Peter, we're pretty happy that it's nice and quiet, nice and mild too, so it's definitely a welcome sight.
Yeah, definitely is.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. And one more time, too, if you guys have any of those Northern Lights photos, videos, etc., please send them our way. We can throw it in the noon, and our evening shows as well, of course. And we'd love to see that. But I think that in mind, I think Peter and I are gonna hop off and let you guys go the rest of your day. And again, we'll see you back here on Channel 3 at noon. So until then, take care.